encouraged by, the testimonies we are receiving earlier. People are doing business, people are opening up new businesses, people are looking at various opportunities, people are practically using. Bengicela ningasharishele wesiphume ukuthi abantu beze ngala khona ngezulu ngiphazamiseka mina. Yeah. So we are really encouraged ukuthi people are really becoming practical in implementing what we are teaching. I just want to remind you what we've been sharing over the last 4 weeks, this being the 5th week. The first week, it was more an introduction, where we just got you to think differently, to think about business opportunities. The second week, we spoke about product development. The third week, we spoke. The third week was about innovative thinking, where we taught you see, think, innovate. Now remember, Khambule bazalwane, see, think, innovate. The fourth week, which was basically last week, we spoke about the exit strategy, and then namhlanje the topic yethu is why do business fail? That's our first session, which is going to be 30 minutes. The second session of 30 minutes is going to be how do you grow your business, Kemani? So sizovala umnyango ukuthi business liwe niyangizwa bazalwane ebese mase suvale lo mnyango bese sithi ke now you are ready to grow. So we're going to help you to grow your business. So we're going to teach you the key levers on how to grow your business. Because remember, to achieve that exit strategy, as Kulmengayo last week, you've got to grow. You can't remain stagnant as a business. So we're going to be teaching you how to make sure uguti ugrowa. We're going to look at the various levers. Maybe you do this combined with this. Don't do that. Why look right? Why look right? So you're going to look at the various levers. But you know your business, and when was yuguti yini ezo sebenza in your business. It is very important that ukuthi lonke business likhule lingahlali li remain the same. If you were making R1 million turnover 5 years ago, you can't be making R1 million turnover now. You should be growing, 1.2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, kanjalo, growing steadily. But we want to also teach you about the dangers of growing too fast, which we're going to share a little bit later. When we share that. So, are you ready for the word namhlanje? Okay. So there are 7 reasons. Shout and say 7 reasons. Shout and say 7 reasons. So there are 7 reasons. Let me give you some statistics, interesting statistics. 63% of all businesses in South Africa are failure after 2 years. 63% of all businesses angikhulumi ngokuregister nje ICC yabona khona bathi hey mfundisi nginayo ICC okay yenzani no noma yinje mfundisi efika ngikhuluma ngama-businesses nayo. Okay, 63% of all businesses, operating businesses, are nayo in South Africa. They fail after 2 years. You know what it means? It means 37% only survive after 2 years. And then another 15% between year number 3 and 5. It's better in Yabon. So kufa 15% only between year number 2 and year number 5. Sorry, not 3. Year number 2 and year number 5. So only 15%. So it means once you survive the first 2 years of operating, the probability of failure here drop to about 15%. You understand? But the probability of failure in the first 2 years is 63%. The probability of success asiswitche manje. In the first 2 years is 37%. But the probability of success once between 2 and 3 is higher. As you can see, the opposite of 15 is 85. So if you consistently do less than is show, I can tell you now, the probability of failure is obancane. Ngoba you're going to make sure just listen to hamba nathi ke brother Themba. Okay, so 63%, church and say 63%. So we're going to share namhlanje ukuthi yini ofuna kuyenze to make sure ukuthi uyayibamba. Number 1, be an entrepreneur. Don't be a tenderpreneur. Don't be a tenderpreneur. Ilekade ngimusho ulandela yonke into. Kusupply ama-pen uyena. Yini yonke into kuthiwa kudingeka gravel, asphalt uyayisupply. Ngiyabona? So middleman wayonke into. That's not a business. Okay. Mounting supply ama-pen is a great thing. Grow in stationery and say I'm a stationery business and excuse me, I've taken a view with stationery business and supply my pen and supplier in, that's fine, but you're going to grow there. You're not a tenderpreneur. Okay? Niyabona umehluko bazalwane? A tenderpreneur wenza yonke into akazazi kuthiwa in fact uzakhalile nokuya ku-tender briefing nje akade ngagcina uya ku-tender briefing sekuphela isikhathi eside kakhulu ngayanga because uhleze yakhona every week busy ne-tender briefing, tender briefing. Okay, so all I'm saying is don't be a tenderpreneur, be a business. Okay, so an entrepreneur is someone who's saying I want to supply my diaries, okay, kuma companies, and njengoba ngi-supply my diaries kuma companies ngizo grow kuleyo area. I'm going to look for more companies next year. I'm going to look for more government departments next year. I'm going to even sell to the public. I'm going to go on social media, niyabona ukuthi business level, and then say, okay, how do I grow my business? Which is what we're going to be learning later. I'm already supplying labantu laba with diaries. Maybe I can also supply them with ama-pen. Niyabona umehluko? Okay, now you're adding more products. Okay, branded pens. Maybe I can also supply them with branded memory sticks. Contingent. Okay, nama battery banks. Ogu charger. You see, you are now growing. You're saying it's the same customer. I'm an entrepreneur. It's the same customer. Mkungundlovu district. Hulamin. Sapi, Monday. So I'm going to be continuously supplying these people. It's the same client, the corporate service department. So same people. I'm growing my products now, but I'm not all over. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm a corporate gifts. I'm a corporate gifts. So I'm doing corporate gifts. And that's it. You grow in that area. So therefore, you are an entrepreneur. Not ukuthi ka health bafuna upende. Hayi, uka health. Ka health angangobheka quotation ukuthi athi benza njalo ka kufuneka inyama yenkukhu next week wena kufuneka inyama yebeef wena kufuneka imbewu yebo ka agriculture wena fertilizer niyabona into engisho bazalwane. Then you are not a business person, lab. You are not an entrepreneur. You are a tenderpreneur. Can you see the difference between the two? So an entrepreneur is focused, yakala, grower, you in a business. Number 1. So number 2, what kills businesses is poor planning. Lithi iBhayibheli uma ngekho mbono kwenzekani abantu benza njani? Okay, so uma ungekho umbono, so have a vision and have a plan about your business. I'm not talking excuse me about a business plan 100 pages. No, I'm saying have a plan. Know what you ufuna ukwenzani. Okay, have a plan. I was talking to someone and saying, okay, now where do you see your business in 5 years? Are you just basically saying I just want this to make 20,000 rand ngenyanga? Or I'm saying I want to run a particular business, a particular business where I want to grow it and I want to do this. I want to get more clients other than the one client. But there's a plan. So when you have a plan, then you build a roadmap how to get there. You understand? So poor planning ilimaza ama businesses ethu. Poor planning makes you to be part yalo 63% offer within 2 years. Says one abazalwane. So number one, it's tenderpreneurship versus entrepreneurship. Number two, it's poor planning. Shout and say poor planning. So poor planning will kill your business. If you don't plan, your business is over. There is no doubt about it. Because you just don't have a grasp. You don't have an understanding of your business. Because on a plan, I was so cool about systems later. We're going to talk about systems a little bit later. Akunama systems akwenze yabona nje kuyahanjwa autopilot nikeza into enjengale kuhanjwa autopilot iyafika imali iyangena iyaphuma akho clear. There's no recording of stock, there's no recording of anything. Akho plan nje yokuthi siyapi, akho na plan yokuthi at least next week senzani, next month senzani. There are no proper systems in place. Poor planning is going to kill your business. In fact, you uzosithola ungena business uma ungena plan. So njengoba lithi iBhayibheli mangekho mbona abantu bayabhubha, mangekho plan ibusiness lizobhubha. Akudinga kuze kube into ezu2 kulezi ezu7 engizibalile. It can be any of the one engabulala ibusiness lakho. So shout and say poor planning. Say zonke poor planning for success. Number 3, access to finance. Ayike lapho singakhuluma kuze kuse. Okay? Don't worry. Zonke lezi esikhuluma ngazo namhlanje ngizonifundisa over the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks after today. Ngoba sina 10 sessions. So the next 5 weeks sizobe sifocusa ekutheni how do you make sure you raise imali? Yini okufuna kuyenza to be able to raise imali ebank? You know, what are the key things ekufuna kube nazo? Sezwana bazalwane? Okay, so access to finance. Now, if you don't have a plan, yokuthi uyapi. Okay, I'm not talking a 50-page business planning. A plan. My plan is here. I have a plan. Bang scroll it down. Maybe it's like 3-4 pages. But I know which in Funubab. 7 years ago. Okay, things change, and I fine-tune it. Yes, I do have a business plan, but that business plan is not for raising capital. It's just to be able to know which gap. You can have a 1-page plan, a 2-page plan, a 5-page plan. As long as you have a plan, you're which this is where I am, this is where I want to be. In 3 years, in 2 years, in 5 years. Now, 3 years, sort of each and every year, good to achieve my plan. Second year, good to achieve my plan. It's not what is when there will be teething problems, there will be challenges, but guess what? At least you have a plan. Says one. Now the next step is access to finance. You will never be able to access finance without a plan. Would you give umuntu imali 1,000 rand nje? Athi ngifuna uqala business lo sweet. Okay? Uzodayisa labana. Mfethu uyazi abantu baningi la emgaqweni. Would you give 1,000 rand wakho kulo muntu? Yazi mfethu abantu baningi la emgaqweni. Mfethu ngeke ngihlule ukudayisa usweet namaluzi nje mfethu. Asho sisengathi mfethu angisona sahluleke. There is no plan. Ngiyabona? Okay, there is no plan. There is no research ukuthi ingakanani competition, because in your plan you also look at competition as well ukuthi obana ngikompete nabo and how am I going to beat labo bantu labo. So, you know, asingeni kakhulu ama details of business plan namhlanje, sizongena ku business planning later. But then you are unable to access finance because awunayo iplan. Akekho umuntu ozokunikeza imali ongena plan. Noma ngabe kuthiwe articulate kahle kanjani verbally, but if it's not written down logically, if follow a particular story, it's not going to work. Siyazwana bazalwane? And then number 2, so khuluma ngelinye ilanga access to finance ngoba it's a very broad topic. It's a very ngazi kahle interest zoba nkulu ngalolanga njobe nembuzo, but why Italy ngasinikeze imali? Why? Hayi yabona nje labantu ba useless ngizokutshela ukuthi why bengakunikeza imali. I'm going to be teaching you all those things. Why bengakunikeza imali? Okay. Ngazi kahle nele nje kubathi abantu yabona nje ama DFIs asawafuni ngoba awenze lutho awomntakabani. akusiwona umntakabani ngoba there are certain things mhlawumbe kuyenzeka kabe umntakabani kodwa uma unezinto eziright they will give you funding. That I can assure you, bazalwane. They will give you funding. So it's because of the, I mean, more kula lessons awufundile. Is there anything new oyifundile? A lot, eh? You learned about product development. You learned about market research. You can't get money without proper detailed market research. But we say ithala useless. I'm not defending khona laba hamba khona slow. Kodwa how is it useless when ungawenzanga umsebenzi wakho market research? Am I making sense, bazalwane? Okay, so I'm saying we also need to make sure ukuthi nathi we put our ducks in a row to make sure. I'm speaking to someone who wants to sell a particular product to the local shops, and I was saying, okay, great, but I want you to go and see 30 to 50 shops locally, 30 to 50 tuck shops. Ubabuza ukuthi le product ekubazoyithenga yona. Abantu abaningi yes, you've got to go and see 30 to 50 of them, asking them, are you going to sell the product? How much are you currently paying? How many candidates do you take? It empowers you with information. Then with information, you are able to say, okay, this is how I'm going to structure my product. And then this is how I'm going to make money. And this is how much money I can potentially make. You can even go back to the suppliers easier with market research. But we're armed with market research. We are now able to negotiate better and say, look, I've got 50 people about back up and they'll buy so many quantities. I've got market. Wow, really? Okay, well, we can negotiate a price. And then the price is also you get a better price. Then the pricing, that difference in pricing, that becomes your profit. Whatever product or 10 rand, when you 7 rand, that 3 rand becomes a profit. You understand? Okay, and you about deliver. So you've got to be thorough. You've got to be thorough. Now, access to finance is a big problem for us as black people. It's a problem because as now you're intellectual security. Okay, to secure it debt. Manga sengiboleke imali babufuneka mfundisi wami yithi ngicela nje ungiboleke u10,000 rand uthi Khambule uzobamisa ngani mfowethu. Angithi uzobamisa ngani, okay? I-security bank ithi ke okay uzobambisa ngani in case ungasawuletha u10,000 rand wakho. Bathi abanye hayi cela ititle. Okay, unfortunately, title because ownership. So the banks look at what tangible security abangakwazi ukuthi bayithole kuwe. However, as black people, that's not security. Okay, historically, that's why our DFIs are there to assist us. Our DFIs are development finance institutions, those government institutions. Angezobuka loan applications aid the same way bank a commercial bank, your ABSA, your all the 4 major banks, FNB, etc., Netbank and Standard Bank. Says one of our first. Now, how do you make sure that you still receive funding without security and without ukulenda a bank? You've got to do what you're going to be teaching you over the next few weeks. With a solid business, the commercial banks will give you funding. Same commercial bank, even without security. Again, it depends on the size and the margin a corner. Imagine in terms of cash flows, etc. They look at all those things. But you can still get a smaller loan. If it's not 10 million, 20 million, you'll be able to get a smaller loan. There are, unfortunately, but there are banks like ABSA and Netbank, in fact, all the major 4 banks, they've got funding for small businesses where they say, our nice security, it's fine, we'll step in and provide that security on your behalf. When I do capital raising, module in a few weeks' time, I will specifically tell you which banks is doing what and the criteria of raising a mali with those banks. But can you see, everything goes back to market research ekuqaleni. Wonke umuntu unabo yini abantu abazothenga. How do you know ukuthi ngizoyithenga leyo product? How do you know ukuthi ngiyayithanda the product le? You only know if you do market research. So number one, tenderpreneurship versus entrepreneurship. Number two, sathi poor planning iyabulala abantu. So becoming a tenderpreneur, you basically don't have a business. You're just collecting money and then making quick buck. But if you build as senzile isibonelo earlier, then you are building a proper business. Number two, poor planning will kill your business. Number three, access to finance. Shout and say access to finance. So access to finance. Let's say your business is now at a point, where you have, you need more money to grow the business, but awukwazi ukubhekisanayo ilokuzana awukwazi access imali ngenxa yama records angekho. Niyabona? Ama records awekho, bakubuza imibuzo, awuyazi competition yakho, because bazokubuza competitor analysis, awuyazi competitors zakho, bakubuza ukuthi apha ama records, do you have ithini balance sheet yakho, ithini income statement yakho, ithini ukuthi, you are unable to answer all those questions. Would you give umuntu imali yakho? Would you give umuntu imali yakho? That's how we need to think. Zibuze wena ukuthi, can I give lo muntu imali yami yini? Or when? If the answer is no, don't go. What are the risks? Because quick bank sicabanga kanjalo. You know, bengihlala kwi-credit committee for some time. We used to, for about 4 years, ngihlala kwi-credit committee every month. Sometimes 2 weeks, mostly month. We would see deals and check my deals. Every week, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, siyacheka. Abantu bakanga. Kwabona ngeke bakwazi ukuzinikeza imali kwabona. Le abayifuna kodwa bafuna 30 million, no 40 million, no 25 million, no 15 kanjalo. So I'm saying, but laws afika kuthina mancane compared to amanye nwaba thousands angafiki nokufika kuthina as a board credit committee. So it's important ukuthi ubheke risk. I-risk yini as umuntu ongumbolekisi wemali. So ikhuluma ngelinye ilanga njengoba ngishilo. I-risk ukuthi wena uma unikezwe imali, mangafika umfana wami uAsavela ona 13 azoboleka imali kuwena babungwenya, ngeke uzomnikeza. Uzothi hayi ngcono kuze ubaba wakho. Ngoba awuthemba ukuthi uzoba nayo imali yokuthi akubuyisele lo 500 rand awubolekayo. Ngoba akanayo i-source of income. Usarelaye kumina and I'm not income mina. Ngimnikeza nje imali yokuthi angibothenga usweet, but he doesn't have consistent income. You understand? Imali yesweet ayitholayo will not help him to be able to repay you. Ubaba wakho uyamnikeza mhlawumbe 10 rand per week, which is 50 rand per month. Okay, 10 rand per week, 40 rand per month. Okay, uyabalaka imali uthi lo 500 rand amshuthi uyobuya after so many months. Yabona? I'm not prepared ukuthi ngimnikeze uAsavela lo 500 rand ngoba u500 rand wami uyobuya after 12 months. Am I prepared to spend 12 and a half months ngingenawo lo 500 rand? The answer is no. There could be someone engamnikeza lo 500 rand ozokwazi ukuthi awubuyise earlier and with more interest. Can I repeat that example? A risk is, can that money come back? Now, how do you make sure as a business owner ukuthi uconvince a banker? You make sure ukuthi uconvince a banker ngani ngokuthi wenze sure ukuthi market research is tight, but for you everything goes back to market research. Niyabona? There are people who are saying we will support your business. Hayi abazoba emotional. Akuwena uzoba emotional. Abantu bazoyithanda lento. Cha. How do you know? How do you know bazotanda? You can never know. You've got to do proper research and say, abantu bazoyithanda. People will fool you on social media, but hey, we'll support you. Hey, fika, don't worry, fika. Naleyo nto leyo sekufuneka imali manje. Ayisekho leyo mali. Not ayisekho, abasakusupport njengoba kade bethi qala wena sokusupport. You've got to do a proper market research. Shout and say market research. That's one of the things that's ballet. Obviously, the business has got to be financially viable. There's got to be sufficient cash flows to be able to repay the money. Asavela must receive enough money. But ubabu wake umana impinchekile. So you go back to the source and say, so Asavela, how sure are you ukuthi ubaba kuzokunikeza u-10 per week? Acha ujwayele. But what if engakunikezi ngalo langa? Niyanganisana bazalwane? What if ubaba engakunikezi? What uphoqwa yini ukuthi akunikeze imali? No, ingoba uyangithanda. Oh my boy, that's a very emotional. Uthando is emotion, and in business we don't think about emotions. We think about what is a compelling reason yokuthi uhambe uyothenga isinkwa, ukuthi isinkwa is a staple bread. You understand? Staple food. Okay? What is a compelling reason yokuthi uhambe uyothenga ukuthi? It's because people cannot live without leyo nto leyo. It has become part of their lifestyle. You understand? But can you say people cannot live without cheese? They can. So the first thing they cut is luxury. My simosi tight. Cheese ngizokhatha. Before economy ngabi inhle ekhaya besidla ubacon, sidla ama sausage, awumngama ukukhathe konke lo. Ngabona ngathi bakhala ke eyingulubeni manje ngoba ubacon nama sausage asedliwa kanye ngenyanga lapha kaKhambule. Ngiyabona into engizama ukisho. So what did she do? She cut on the luxury. What hayi makhona amaqanda hayi ingane zami ngidlile nami I'm included lapho. So namakhona iqanda ngenza iqanda ngihlofoze kuphele kanjalo sengidlile. Indaba yezinto lezi eziluxury angisenayo. The point is ayikho into emphoqayo ukuthi athenge ubacon. Ayikho into ephoqwa Asavela mina ukuthi nginikeze uAsavela u-10 every week. So I can wake up one day and say, my boy, yakugulisa lo sweet vele one day, can you see the risk? Lo sweet yakugulisa, so njengoba ukugulisa nje angisafuna udlo sweet. So what it means? What does it mean? It means u-10 akasawuthola. What does it mean? Chuba bungwe yamkweletayo. I'm trying to show you that you've got to think like a banker when you're putting that business plan together. You've got to think ukuthi yini engenzeka wrong engenza ukuthi le mali umuntu angayikhokhi. Yini engenzeka wrong engenza ukuthi lo muntu engemkweletayo kuyibank angabuyelwa imali yakhe. Lalelake bacabanga kanjalo bona and they frustrate you. Okay, so lack of access of shout and say access to finance. Okay, number four is lack of financial expertise. So sometimes we shy away which has no financial expertise in-house, which is not a problem. We've got a business, let's say airport la mama umfundisi. She pays someone to do monthly management accounts. I submit her vet returns. I submit into those SIPs. I don't think she pays more than 2,000 rand a month. I don't know, Malini. What? Kodwa wenza monthly management accounts to trial balance. So in income statement, a balance sheet, a cash flow statement. We are taller every month. And then a reconcile yonke into edinga ukureconcilwa ahambise kwa SARS okufuna kuhanjiswe akhokhe iPAYE akhokhe iVAT yonke into. I think it's between 1.5 and it's actually 1,800 I think ngenyanga. Is it worth it? But all her books are up to date. Stock management konke kukhona lapho. We are sure you've got so much stock at hand and then because stock sakho sasengaka kusho ukuthi you're running a risk now yokuthi ama sales ngeke azabe mono stock sa 10 rand ufuna ukudayisa sa 1,000 rand ufuna ukudayisa 100 rand, that's fine, but mono stock sa 300 rand ufuna ukudayisa 100 rand, it's going to be a problem because abantu banikeza range encane kodwa ufuna ukwenza the same amount. And whereas when you had a stocks of 1,000 rand, you'll be in a position to make 11. Okay. But most get someone who's every 3 months at 500 rand a month or 1,800 every 3 months, which is fine. It's only once a quarter that you are doing. Our team is the school. But as you grow as a business, you get someone not in-house, outside, and as you grow, you can start insourcing Lama services. As part of lack of expertise, there's an issue about legal and funny is ukuthi hlukanisa things sakhuluma na Thursday hlukanisa imali yokuthengela unkosikazi amaphenti horse nemali yebhizinisi azingafani. Ngicela ukuyiphinda, imali yokuthengela ubaba amavest ayingafani nemali yebhizinisi, into ezingafani lezo. Okay, uma ufuna ukuthengela ubaba amavest uzomthengela ngani ngesalary yakhe ngithi not tense manje. I know niyakwenza but stop it manje. Okay? Uma ufuna ukuthengela ubaba amavest umthengela ngemali yakho. Uma ufuna ukuthengela umama ipendi horse uthenga ngemali yakho. Le oyiholayo njalo ngenyanga. Okay, ahlukanise business ingahamba liswipe yonke into le ko Woolworths nakuphi Edgar's yonke indawo nje lehambe liswipe. Okay, it's not good for the business. Because you are straining the cash your business. Ushaya ngathi unemali kanti awunayo imali eye business akuyona yakho. So what you are doing, instead of reinvesting into the business, you are not reinvesting into the business, but you are reinvesting into yourself. And when now you are in priority, business is priority, because we are here to create wealth. Shout and say create wealth. Okay. So number 4, lack of financial expertise is a problem. Number 5, poor stock and cash flow management. Oh, leyo ke inkulu kakhulu. Poor stock management. I think I've made an example already. Since example esitolo kumama, uma ina stock sa 1,000 rand, efuna ukudayisa 100 rand, that is fine. I-stock level masehla kusho ukuthi umuntu mayifika engangami egqoka size 40 ezobheka size 40 engawutholi ngoba usuthathwa ukhambule ngeke azagqoka u37 u38 ayimpintsha ngeke azakwazi angithi bazalwane. So what's going to happen? So i-stock masisincane ne turnover izoba ngakanani? Hayi ukuthi impahla asisezinhle, impahla asisezinhle, but i-stock sesisincane. So stock management is one of the areas esishayayo kakhulu. Stock management and analysis. We don't analyze stock sakuthi sengiyabaza abantu bami lapha e-airport sithenga sidayisela abantu abayidudla. Thina abantu abayidudla sinenkinga yokuthi asithola impahla ezinhle, sihleze sithola nje impahla ezingasile. Makwa amashethi sithola amashethi angasile, makwa amajini angasile. Yabona nje into zethu nje hayi thina we identified leyo market leyo sathi nje sizofocus kubantu abagqoka between size 36 and size 44. We even have about 6XL. Cishe ngasho amagama abantu ukuthi or 4XL or 5XL or 6XL bakhona, because we have identified a market. Now mase kupheleke labo XL abaningi, abo 03 no 4 no 2 sekhona XL no medium, and then no size 34 no size 36. Can you see which kwenzekani? The stock at 300,000 rand. How much is she going to sell? She's going to sell 40 rand. Hey, abantu abathenganga kule nyanga. Hayi ngoba bengathenganga, you failed to analyze the stock. Stock management. You understand? So you've got to analyze on a weekly basis. Okay, now sekunenkinga sekumele ngi-order. Sekunenkinga because the stock sami sasincane, o size abathize abasekho. You've got to always check ama colors, check all size and say hey, o 40 umuntu mayingena egqoka u40 akaba nama choices ama jean awu 10 ongenani. Kodwa masesiningi stock uzoba na 15, which is fine. But uma say u4, what if akathandi inhlobo nje uthanda the normal? What if uthanda yabo? So most umnikeza only 4 choices usumlimazile. So the probability of making a sale is increasing. So how do you analyze, how do you know that? Through stock analysis and management. Am I making sense? Stock management. Shout and say stock management. Poor stock management is only a business because the turnover is a looking repeal. Jalo is a looking repeal, turnover, every month. Hey, last month we don't have enough stock. Or we've got stock, but as soon as right, we still have. You may still have stocks at 1,000 rand, but also size 11 no 14. But what are the popular size? Popular size was size 7 or size 8 and size 9. Those are the three. 41, 42, 43. 7, 8, 9 are the popular sizes. Now, mono size 5 pair. Do you think the stocks are 1,000 rand? No, you've got 10 stocks are 1,000 rand because they're so size 5 or size about wrong. When the stocks are 1,000 rand, but so size 12 and 13. Am I making sense? So keep your popular sizes. Know which stocks are, who are the popular people. So poor stock management will kill your business. So number 1 is entrepreneurship versus entrepreneurship. Poor planning. Number 3, access to finance. Number 4, lack of financial expertise. And number 5, poor stock management and cash flow management. Now, cash flow management, I think that's cool. But I'm saying a little bit. So, poor cash flow management is when, example engizoyenza. Akusithi unabantu abathatha impahla ngesikweleti. Okay, una stock uyadayisa ngempahla babufuneka bathenga ngesikweleti. Excuse me. Now una stock sa 100,000 onaso kodwa ufuna sebesithenga, you are so happy, hey wafika wathi inkosikazi namhlanje bathenge kakhulu abantu, yabona nje uNkulunkulu muhle kule nyanga le sinama sales 80,000 rand, sesele stocks at 20,000 rand. But inkinga imali khona. The sale is gone through on paper, but there is no cash. You understand, Metlo? So the sale is gone through, but there is no cash. Now labantu laba back delay sebele ukuthi ngiyeza kushoviwe ke manje. Ngiyeza ngizokhokha mfondini ngimela kancinci tata kancinci kancinci tata. Yaw kuphela inyanga ufuna ukuthenga wena ngithi ufuna ukuthenga. So what happens now? The business gets affected. Bayafika abantu bafika stock isikhona dololo. Now stock asikho, but the stock management is linked to cash flow. Can you see? So cash, cash is king. Shout and say cash is king. Again, you've got a business. Tina Sevens are not government. You've got a business. You're doing very well. Government but takes 6 months, 8 months, 12 months to collect my government. Siyakwazi lo. And this kokeli la anfuni o government ukuthatha. Now, what do? Okay, you've paid people to do umsebenzi. Whatever umsebenzi okade wenza, you've paid them. We have a kweleta. Akufolela every day. Mana ngincane ngisalindile. Hey, uyazi ukuthini phela nathi sinenkinga kunjani. Sekuzokhisimusa sifuna imali yethu. Okay, ubakhokhela uthathe kule mali. Now, what's going to happen? Bese kuqala enye contract ethembekile. But do you have cash? Awukho cash uhambe nani uhamba nale contracts le edlule. That's the problem. So cash flow management is very important. Shout and say cash flow management. So you've got to manage your cash. You've got to manage your cash, and part of managing the cash is not to touch my business uyise ngala elokhuzeni ekhaya. Thatha le salary yakho ozikholela yona as a director kube yona ozoyispend. Okay. And I think number 6 is basically has been addressed, failure to differentiate between company and personal accounts. I think we've addressed that one. And then number 7, which is the last point, growing too fast. We all want to grow, Wangit Bazalwan. We all want to grow. We all want to grow, but you've got to be careful not to grow too fast. Why? Uma senza isibonelo sakho mfundisi. Hayi angenze ubongiwe ngoba business elifanayo kodwa unokunye kubongisa same thing kodwa unempahla okay nestock esitolo sa 100,000 esenze imali encane sa 100,000 okay bathenga abantu this time around bathenga ngo cash okay which is great you don't have a problem and then so by stock sa 100,000 ngiqonda ukuthi you know the retail value is 100,000 not imali othenge ngayo you may buy mhlambi yeah so not othenge ngayo kodwa le ozodayisa ngayo hayi ziyasha so stock sa 100,000 rand sikhona and ufuna ukwenza 60,000 rand this month 50,000 rand that will be a good number but bese ngenyanga elandelayo uthi yes bathenga abantu bathengisa 8 yes wazwa umuhlu uJesu then bese uya order ngale order manje ngalo 80,000 rand wakho wonke which is great you are reinvesting money into the business okay so uya order wonke ngalo 100,000 ngalo 80,000 uzothatha nemali yakho bonke esemsebenzini Gungundlova ngithi yeah thatha nasemgungundlova isalayo uyithi fu bafowethu ibusiness le okay now you were making a turnover of 50 to 70 every month you're now at 80 but ngeke so sengizothenga stock sa 120 130 so which means the retail value will now be 300,000 shout and say 300,000 angithi uthenga ngo 120 but angeke udayise ngo 120 angithi ngoba phela funa iziprofit same mhlambe ke you multiply by 3 or 4 let's say nje for simplicity in the numbers say 400,000 ozodayisa ngawo which is great but what if ngaleyo nyanga lento oyilokhuzile abayithandi lento oyithengile because it's not all the time that uzothenga into abantu abazoyithanda guaranteed that's the nature khona amashethi esiwathengile amile the stock sakhona is a few 100,000 rands sizosiphosa kwisale ngenxa yokuthi simile like literally simile I think busifakele kwisale ngoba next week we are travel simile asihamba amashethi amahle atrendayo all around the world but in South Africa abayithandi what can you do nothing am I making sense now the challenge is stock sesimile manje asisahambi for whatever reason you've got inqwaba stock you've grown too fast another example mhlambe which is better ngoba i-retail ngebona example yami ayikho clear another example is ukuthi consulting business athathe consulting business is a very good example uthola umsebenzi kade wenza umsebenzi ka 100,000 rand every 1 million rands every year so you're doing very well nestaff esi adequate nabantu abawu3 abakusizayo you know usebenza nabo consulting business and then all of a sudden uvele qhamuke uDepartment of Agriculture akunikeza umsebenzi ka 10 million rand yes ujabula ngithi it's a great thing God is good okay akunankinga uma uzohlakanipha ngoba what are you going to do mawuzoqasha abantu on the basis of the 10 million rand contract usufile kodwa unless uzohlakanipha ulinke ama contracts alabo bantu ne contract le oyitholile ungabaqashi full time ngoba mawubaqasha full time uzogcina it's a mistake I made when I was younger and stupid in 2004 5 6 when I had 43 people yes I was buzzing I had contracts all over the country hey I thought I'm pumping akekho umuntu ophampa ukudlula mina I've got contracts in every province of this country I'm pumping I'm making a lot of money but guess what I was not making a lot of money I was paying a lot of people so I grew too fast so growing too fast is a danger ngoba izokulimaza ku cash flow awusakwazi ukuholela staff so grow kahle at a reasonable percentage unless you get abantu abane muscle, abane financial muscle, because growing too fast is a strain your cash flow. Now, one thing growing too fast will strain your cash flow. Unless you get someone to help you on a financial muscle, ozokusiza, ozosebenza now to be able. Because long now your cash flow, just if anything happens wrong, yenzeka, izokulimaza ukuthi ugrow too fast. Nisa understand abazalwane? Let's go back. In this bulela 63% of the businesses ukuthi are within 2 years. It's people are entrepreneurs, they plan poorly, they don't have access to finance, they lack expertise, they don't do stock management and cash flow management, they fail to differentiate between company and personal accounts, and then they grow too fast, which strains the cash flow of the business. If the cash flow of the business is strained and you don't have the credit lines, you're wuti kati daisi moto you know, as a certain number ngenyanga, then all of a sudden daisa 5, so daisa 15, you've quadrupled your business. It's great, it may sound great, but the problem, the business say motor, they're very capital intensive. So in other words, dinge imali eningi upfront. Asekho lezi moto manje, sekufuna uzithole, but awuse now cash, because cash use now while 5 ukade udayisa, usufuna upscale manje to 15. What's going to happen? You're going to be strained financially. So cash flow is okulimaza if you grow too fast, not methodologically. However, if you have another partner also sees on a financial muscle, you are able to then grow faster than a normal rate. Okay. Now, what are the business growth strategies? That's what we want to hear. Khambule ngifuna grow business lami ke manje at a nice steady rate, 15%, 20%. I've got credit lines with banks. Anginankinga. How do I grow my business? Number one, ngenxa isikhathi themba ungabisanginikeza mhlawumbe nginikeze nje that green one only, and then bese ngizochaza. There are 4 categories I wanted to see. There is market penetration. Angithi business lakho line market. Okay, market penetration is the market onayo, okay, existing market, and then there is new markets, langezansi. On the left-hand side, there is diversification of the business, and there is product development. So the one side is existing products, on the right-hand side is new products. On the left-hand side, it's existing products. On the right-hand side, it's new products. Now, let me teach you here something. The first thing we're going to get back to the competent. There are 4 things I want to teach you. Shout and say 4 things. So session, growing your business. Have a competent team. A competent team. They may not be your team. There may be people who outsource ekbona, but make sure which abantu outsource ekbona are professional, they are competent, and biased in the and build organizational systems. I want to talk for a few minutes there. Yini organizational systems? Ama systems is ukuthi uma kufika istock seyingu, iprocess yakhona izohamba kanjani. Sizo check usbanibani quality ukuthi akho block elidabukile because ufuna ukucheck lokho uqale ngama quantities. Okay, njengoba kade sifika from wherever la ngithenga khona bebethe bazonginikeza 10 quantities. Are there 20 quantities? Okay, yes, there are 10 quantities. The next level is to check equality. Okay, akho block elidabukile, akhona edabukile, yonke into right, akho koti nophumile. Niyazi into njengale ngobeni khona ukoti nophumile, okay? Maku ukoti nophumile uyawunquma, yebo. Senza njalo hayi ukuthi solibuyisele emuva ukoti cha sizonquma nje sinqume, and then senza sure ukuthi hayi ukoti na usalengi kodwa mawukuthi into exegayo obviously mhlambe exega inkinopho usungalisa ku tailor ayoqinisa or ulibuyisele back mawukuthi into embi kakhulu to the supplier. So now the systems is what is killing us. So if you don't have a system yokuthi oqala uyacounta uyachecka ukuthi okay ama quantities ayavuma ngaba wena, but there's a first process. The second process is quality. Shout and say quality. The third one is now capturing. You've got to capture wherever. Ungabhala ngesandla kunankinga, ungabhala nge-Excel spreadsheet akunankinga, but it's got to be captured somewhere. So that uzokwazi ukuthi mawuthi udayisile kusele amabhloko amangaki, mawuthi udayisile kusele ingubo ezingaki, whatever idayisile ngidayise ngemali engaka, then kusele okungakanani, then it's part of also managing your stock so that you are able to analyze. Now understand, can you see my systems? So you've got to build all these organizational systems. Mawusukhulile then usune IT system, usuya ringa, but mongakhuli it can be on paper kunankinga. Mabethenga abantu, there is invoicing, okay? Oyenzayo. I-invoice must correspond. Loso ithenga ka Pick n Pay noma ka CNA, yeah. It doesn't have to be something complicated. But uma ubheka la kuma receipt akho, ama receipt akho e-rent ayahambisana nabantu abakhona. Okay? That's great. Ama receipt akho ayahambisana nokuthi kusala amabhloko awu5 la bekade kunamabhloko awu15. Or kushuthi amabhloko awu10 athengiwe. Ake ngobheka ama invoice. Can you see bazalwane? Uyobheka physically, you verify kuma invoice. Ay cha nanka bathengile ngempela. You sign off. And then everything links back. And then the cash kumele ubhenkwe, kumele kwenzeke kanjani, kumele uyoshona kuphi. You know, you've got to have a system. Shout and say systems. It's organizational system, from HR, to financial systems, to inventory systems. Inventory is stock management systems. I think it is something ebizayo, complicated. It's just ukuthi ikhona indlela yokubona nokuverifya ukuthi into ethize ithengekile noma ayithengekanga, into ethize ithengwe ngamalini, ithengwe nini. Ethi ngwenze lesibonelo. Ibhloko lelo uma lingahlala 6 months or 8 months lingathengiwe, or even 2 years lingathengiwe. Do you think saphinda ngili-order next time? No. But how are you going to know? 2 years later usukhohle nokukhohlwa ukuthi yini ayithengekile, eyisheshile noma engasheshanga. Njengoba kuyi-winter Europe manje sekuyisummer la. So last year October, November usukhohle ukuthi uthengeni. Ngeke ukhumbule. Kodwa if you have a system uzokwazi ukubheka ukuthi yini ayipopular engayithenga from ilist ezinto ezithengiwe, usuyabuyela back to ama sales. Hey, ngafika nalento le ngo15 November, hey yahamba by 20 December bese kuhamba into ezingaka. Kusho ukuthi yahamba kahle last year. Ake ngiphinde ngitry this year. Niyabona umehloko bazalwane? Hayi le ngayithenga ngo 20 November kuze kube manje ayikadayisi, ngangithenga 10 of these quantities, manje kusasele 9 or kusasele 7. Kusho ukuthi angayiphindi this time. In fact funa ngifake kwi sale ihambe ukuze release lo moyo cash engizokwazi ukuthenga ngawo. Enanganisela bazalwane. So systems, organizational systems are important. Number 2, market. Now, to grow your business, you cannot do, you cannot grow a business ungenayo a team, not a team, but a band abazokusiza, to be able to execute lo msebenzi. You've got to have people abazokusiza to execute lo msebenzi. Let's say ice cream, teach people about ice cream. Let them do research and teach them so much that bazodayisa ice cream at a different level than abantu abanormal. Hey, lo ice cream lona wakhiwa ngoqala ukufika emhlabeni ngesikhathi esithize. This is a soft bun. Uyabona mangithenga ice cream angiyazi the information, but mabanikeza more information, our customers are going to be fascinated. Okay, what stories have you got for me namhlanje? Hey, ice cream uthize unjena. You see, you're giving them more information than just any normal information. Ufakwe ini, ubisi, nan. You're just not selling ice cream. You're selling information. We can't just be mediocre and sifane nalaba abanye abadayisa ice cream. When udayisa ice cream, kodwa udayisa ne-information. Njengo Chappies, ngiyakhumula sasithenga uChappies eqala. Sithengela ukuthi nje sifuna ukuthola ukuthi did you know? Ngiyakhumula did you know? Okay. Sasithenga uChappies sithengela did you know? Ngoba sifuna ukwazi information. So they were not selling Chappies anymore. They were selling information. But in that information was wrapped Chappies. Does it make sense, Bafowethu? Okay. So in market, so ngibuyela back to iLandor. Asibuyele back lesa slide time. So give market ke manje. Usufuna grow ibusiness lakho. Okay. Nginabo labantu abathenga kumina. Yiphi example engenza ngasengikhathele izingubo zokugqoka? Anything. Nabo labantu abenza sibuyele back zona ingubo zokugqoka ngoba ayekho phakamisayo. Now bathenga amasodam, bathenga ngo-2,000 rand. It's great. Ngidayisa amasuti, ngidayisa amajini, but angiyidayisi icathulo. Okay. Now the first way is ukuthi lapha phezulu mangifuna ukumanage risk yami the existing market ngizoyinikeza new products. Niyabona combination existing market ngala nginikeza the same product, not the same product, nginikeza new products kodwa it's the same market. So the one i-risk incane lapho ngoba labantu ngiyabazi ngizobalethela icathulo uma ngibadayisela isuka 2,000 rand ngeke ngibalethele icathulo za 4,000 rand, ngizobalethela icathulo zamalini za 500 rand. Ngiyabona ngoba isuti mayi 2,000 isicathulo must be cheaper than isuti. Mhlawumbe isicathulo sa 899, it's fine. Lo muntu lo ngeke azakhale kakhulu kodwa uvuletha isuti ka 2,000 uletha nesicathulo sa 1.9 ngeke bazibasithenga because they would rather take more suits. So but you're bringing now a different product. So these are the levers I didn't ngawo earlier. You look at the different levers and say yini ezo resonate with my market. Okay, it's the same market. Awuzama abantu abasha, you're still serving abafundisi ubatayisela amasuti. Great, praise the Lord. But umfundisi ngidayisela amasuti neshirt kuphela. Would you like me to bring shoes to you? And so the market research man. Yes. What price range? When the market research man. Would you mind if letter esemalengaka to esemalengaka and then balobethi? Guess what? Existing market, you are not penetrating a new market. Can you see? There is a risk. Kota ingakanani. But you're growing your business because ubungenazo icathulo, you now have icathulo. Umkami mayiqala ngo-2010 airport waqala edayisa the bags and the shoes, the handbags are my ladies and shoes only, both for men and women. And then the following year, that was 2010, May kuvulwa, and then the following year 2011 waqala wa introduce ingubo zamadoda. You know why introducing ingubo zamadoda? Ingubo amadoda ayithi sifuna neingubo phela. Ibona babekhala kakhulu. Can you see? We then started doing a market research ukuthi okay, excuse me, what kind of shoes, saqala sababuka ngathi babukeni manje ukuthi banjani. Babonje hayi bathanda ukuba ukondleka. Salokhu sibabuka hayi bondlekile. Bakale nje ukuthi bawusize bani manje babuka ngoba sithayisa icathulo kuphela. So asiyazi waste yabo. Can you see? Same market, but you're now trying to understand. So sababuka for about 2-3 months, collecting data and information from them. Sababuka hayi ngeke bondlekile most yabo. By the time eqala, she knew ukuthi eqala edayise ngubo. She knew ukuthi kufuneka abadayisele osize abakhulu, abayeke osize abancane, because bakhona vela abanye abadayisa ingubo ezifanayo, abadayisa ingubo encane no 32 no 34 no 30 amanzanzanza nothi idudle ezingangathi. So thina safocusa kwi-market yabantu abangakanani idudle from 36 to 44. Hayi ke ibona abathengayo. They don't have a problem yokuthenga because idudle isikhathi esiningi angizokungena lapha. But ngiyayibona into engishoyo. Okay. So my point is she understood the market. But it was not just understanding the market. It was a little bit of market research, even though. So it's the same market, Pezulu, existing market, but a new product. So it's a combination. As you be saying, box 1, market penetration, market development is box 2, market product development is box 3, diversification is box 4. Okay. So then what did she do? She looked at box 1 combined with box 2, which is existing market but new products. Instead of shoes only for men, which was very small at the time, 20%, everything leaned towards amadoda because amadoda iwona angena kakhulu. When we did the market research, we then found that more ukuthi amadoda awathanda ukuhamba shopper yonke indawo. Afuna ukuba nendawo eyodwa lezo shopper khona. Amadoda nje anenkinga bafowethu. Indaba ama malls awathandi, awafuna ukuya ema malls, afuna nje ukungena athenge masenye apho. Athi nginenzele isibonelo. Ngiyakhumbula uKhasavu senesitolo McDonald's. When they were at McDonald's, they made more money than when they went to the mall. You know why? At the mall, amadoda awekho. Akhona kodwa wazela ukuzoshopa ngaba namakhosikazi. Aladiniwe. Ngoba alethwe ngenkandla. Niyabona adiniwe and uma kusemall it's about the wife not the daughter. That is a reality. Thina sishadile siyayazi lento. Mose mall nje it's not about ngaba manga mfowethu. Akuyona ayikho ngawe lento demand. Ingomama. Kodwa ngesikhathi sase McDonald's indoda yayipaka imoto yayo la ingene masinya ithenge at his own pleasure ngoba awafuna ungena emall. Imall ibakhumbuza umgqibelo behamba nobaba. You understand? Not in a bad way. Not ukuthi siyabathanda mama kodwa asithanda ukuhlala ama-hour. Ubukungene nje noma ngisiphi isitolo eZara noma ikuphi amakhosikazi eshintsha. Every ndoda lapho ibuka isikhathi impatient ikhahlela noma yini yabona nje ingane ngesusa eduze kwalawo madoda ngoba isuke ikhahlela kwaSanithi nje yazi ukuthini I don't want to be here, I want to be watching rugby or something. Kuwesi ke makungo 3 ntambama 4 kudlala iChiefs nePirates. Wena usafuna ukushintsha isicathulo. No, thatha noma isiphi ngizosikhokhela akunankinga. Please take anyone. Usasingena izitolo ezo6 ufuna isicathulo sakho. Thatha noma isiphi manje. Kwenzeka kona yonke indoda leyo nto leyo. So we understood indoda. We said because we understand indoda. Same market, but you give them new products. So what has happened? The scale changed from 20% to about 70, 80%. It became actually 75, maybe 80% of amadoda. Because amadoda, they impulse buy us. They don't plan buying. Abakuplan ukuthenga amadoda. They buy makhona imali nento bayithandile bazoyithenga. And then amadoda. Lalela. Now, once waqala ke manje, there are instances where usu exhausted yonke ke unumber 1 and 3 market penetration and product development which are existing. New product development sort. Once we exist you sort of exhaust that market, you can also then think of getting into new markets. But the truth is, risk as ungena kwi market end ongayazi inkulu then indawo risk ye market oyaziyo osuyisebenze for some time. Niyabona bazalwane? There is a risk imarket ongayazi, imarket ongayijwayele. So imarket ongayazi, imarket ongayijwayele say find a lapho, it's new markets. Now what do I mean by new markets? New markets basically means ukuthenga esinye isibonelo. When go year number 3, we then said, how can we increase the basket? Sathenga ama-under, sathenga amasokisi, sathenga othai. Ngizonixoxela ama-under amadoda awakhohlwa kanje bafethu. 250 rand. Like normal under is probably mina ngiwathenga ko Edgar's mhlawumbe 50 rand 60 rand angazi, but because udayisa convenience ngikhohlwe under ihlazo ukuthi ngiyakufunction, so ngizokhokha u250 angina chance. I think it's 299. You're paying for your convenience. Abawathengi kangaka. So ama under hleze khona of all sizes and all colors and all shapes. So what are you doing now? You are saying, I'm increasing the basket. From outside. wangawuthola usize wakhe uma isengena usethi ngizothenga nje noma ijinyana kunankinga bese uthi esezothenga, would you like to buy sokisi, would you like to buy under, would you like to buy intethies? If the answer is yes, you're adding a basket. Or ulethwe under ngaphandle ngoba uyikhohliwe noma ulethwe isokisi amasokisi mhlawumbe uliphethe kodwa lilodwa kuyenzeka lelo phutha ofethu uthi waphethe amasokisi kanti lilodwa bese uthi hey ngidinga isokisi then usuyahamba uyathenga amasokisi kona ngaphezulu I think 399. It's convenience. You're selling convenience. They realize that they're going to a function and about phethe amasokisi, so charge them a premium for that convenience. Don't be competitive, charge them, be aggressive. Abazele uyalifuna ungena la ngoba vele uyalifuna kodwa lona luxury yokuthi ubeza lisudi ngeke azalithenga ukuthi ayiliyabiza ngizolithenga eEdgars, which is fine, or across the road ahambe ye kwenye indawo, but lo uthi nje I want amasokisi amahle come what may uzolithenga akana awuna chance. Am I making sense? So you increasing your basket. So isokisi ulithenga ngo20 rand but udayisa ngo300 rand. Mhlawumbe uthenga ngo30 rand. That's how you land. Okay, increase the basket. Okay, now the number 3, I'm getting 10. Number 1, have a competent team and organizational systems. Number 2, such a market. Shout and say market. So market share is the second one, but you land. Number 3, product usage. Akho example efikayo kodwa ake ngizame khona engizoyisebenzisa. Product usage is ukuthi product onayo encourage abantu ukuthi bayisebenzise, because uma beyisebenzisa izokwenza njani, izophela. Uma iphela ububuka isunlight laba abakhula khulile bazokwazi ukuthi isunlight liquid yayinembobo encane kuqala, ngiyakhumbula isengakanani manje imbobo ingaka. You know why? But encourage product usage ukuthi uma uthi kuphume kube kuningi igwebu libe likhulu, so bafuna iproduct uyisebenzise iphele ngokusheshsha. I think nenzele ngisibonele esinye isibonelo. Ngiyakhumbula qala dala kakhulu, maybe 15-20 years ago, yabona sasebenzisa toothpaste enembobo encane peaches kuphume kancane. Guess what? Imbobo enkulu manje. You know why? Product usage. They want you ukuthi usheshe ubuyele uyothenga enye iColgate. Am I making sense? So product usage, new product for the same market, asikhulumile ngayo. Product differentiation. So angithi ufuna inhloso yakho is to grow your business, angithi. Okay? So you improve your product usage so that your sales azonyuka. New product for the same market, this sasikhulumile ngayo. And then product differentiation. But another thing, thing lenze lesibonelo lesihlekisayo. Ngembono ukuthi every 7 years or Kentucky bayashintsha 7 to 10 years they rebrand them ngaphakathi. Ngeke notice nike nibona ukuthi uchazeka kanjani ukuya kulo Kentucky mosanda kwakhiwe. It's the same with Nando's. It's the same. They know ukuthi after 7 years you've been coming here for 7 years, we now need to rebrand and revitalize the brand. Ayingoba ikhathela wena unankinga awuzele indawo enhle yase KFC, uzele inyama. Kodwa ngesikhathi usanda kwanilungisa iKFC uzusho ukuthi hey wazwa muhle le KFC leyana. Ukubuyelela ukuthi muhle. Ayingoba usudonswa ubuhle bawo. And it works like a charm. Rebranding and revitalizing the brand after some time will help you to grow my sales. Senze isibonelo. Igarage elingacacile abafethu nje elikhathele angeneki kulona. Kodwa same petrol leli lingakhathi elikhathele kuba sengathi upetrol okhona ukho right, cha. Upetrol okhona ufana nse. Ngiqamba manga abafethu. Kodwa lingalungiswa igarage lifakwe istolo libe ne car wash libe lihle usuzothenga khona usuzothela khona. Can you see the power of revitalizing the brand? So what have they done? They spend money but revive the brand, but ayingoba upetrol ohlukile lewa petrol ubunga nawo amanzi ngoba uzasho njalo ngamathi lewa petrol ngisole ngathi unamanzi leli garage nje ngithi sithanda sami uyafana maku engine quality izofana nse athi angibathembi ngathi nemali yakho nje futhi mawuzokhokha ngekhadi bazoyithatha ngathi bazokuroba kanti mawungene garage nje elihle ubanikeza nje ikhadi lakho and then uyibhekele phansi mawuqhubela something senifuna pin code kodwa egarage lengasile uyibamba kanje ikhadi ulibamba nje ikhadi just ukuthini lokala kanjalo lo angimthembi. You know what have they done? They have revitalized the brand and you now have trust in them. So through revitalizing the brand, they've earned your trust because you associate a class with trust. You understand? So every 5 to 7 years, 10 years, depending on the business, magui retail, magui store, we've got to revitalize it after 5 years, 6 years. Umagui lokuzana, umagui restaurant, ngenxe ukuthi bathatha isikhathi eside, it's generally between 7 and 10 years to recover imali yakhona ngoba ama capital expenditure inkulu kakhulu. So 7 to 10 years mangama restaurants, but just normal other retails like shops, retail shops, you've got to freshen up the brand. Even if ushintshe interior kancane ufaka i-wallpaper entsha nje kade enye ikhala uvela ufaka enye ikhala wow kwase kwakuhle kanti uspende nje imali ku-wallpaper kuphela mhlawumbe wafaka no-carpet iraga niyabona lo carpet centerpiece kwi-rug wafaka like you spend 20,000 rand, not even 20, 5,000 rand. Guess what? People will notice and say kwaze kwakuhle, and there will be you can also finally improve the service. There are other niyazi platinum glow salon. Okay, platinum glow Kasibo is a Scottsville. Mofika corner, they offer you water, they offer you juice. Jalo nje mofika corner, they offer you amanzi ne juice. And guess what? It's service. They've distinguished themselves. Ukuthi asizofana nabanye. Kodwa sina sokunikeza juice. Kwakushisa ngelanga ngicela ukugunda khona a few weeks ago. Wow, ngathola ijuice, ngathola amanzi abandayo, ngacela ama-ice, kwangathi ngise-restaurant ngikhokhile. Obviously, yes, ngikhokhele somehow, but which is fine. But no one has that level of service. And I was very satisfied. Nontombazana wayengigunda, wangigunda kahle. So what more? Bawule was all right? Yes, all right. You can see they are distinguishing themselves kanjani. Yes, service abayi offer shy. That will grow your business. So there is no one formula of growing your business. There are different formulas. The last one, so number 1, a competent team and organizational systems. 2, market and market share. 3, products. And then number 4, which I don't like, is pricing. And then I'm a bomb. Competing a price. I was cut some spelling. Competing a price. I don't like that one. I don't recommend that one. Don't compete a price. Indlela endala yokwenza izinto leyo. People will not come to you because of cheap. Mama kuphela badala ababenza njalo behamba bebheka i-rice befunde kwi-eco ukuthi khona la 50 cent cheaper khona 10 kg bayohamba uma angisuse siqale kaVata siye kaGulam siye kuphi singene into lezo7 ka Super Save ngisakhula ngazi ziphi ngathi sengikhulile ngathi ayimangeke ngicela ukunikeza lo 50 cent Nhlanhla u understand noma ngiya understand ngicela ukuhamba manje ngoba you know, but they still up to this day mama badala they still do it. The younger generation they don't. They value time in as much as they shop around abantu besifazane, but they balance between shopping around and time. So now it's not just time, it's a service as well. So a service offers you that experience. So ngikhuluma ngosibu esalon yakhe because ngafika khona bangiphatha kahle, bangi-offer ijuice, banginikeza ama-ice, banginikeza amanzi, bangibuza 5-6 times ukuthi ngi-right, umshini awungisiki kabi. You see, it's an experience and it's a service. And I paid comfortably imali engayikhokha. I can't even remember kumalini ngagcina I think oku 50 rand or 60 rand ngagcina ngishiya 100 rand or more for a tip because I had an experience. It's not about the amount engiyikhokhayo, it's about the service and the experience. So I am saying to grow your business, you can grow your business through service, through price, but I don't like price. Sizwana bazalwane. You can grow your business through service, through price, through market share, through product development, and or any of the mixes. So you look at, you can try new markets, it's high risk, you can. It doesn't mean it can never happen. You can still try new markets to expand. Instead of being in Maritzburg, you try Durban, you try Johannesburg, etc. You know, you will learn over time, but guess what? You have mastered your concept here. So if you have mastered your concept here, it will be easier to replicate. Not perfect. You'll still make mistakes, but it's not as bad as umuntu oqalayo ukwenza lelo business lelo. Did you learn something namhlanje? Nifunde something namhlanje? So I am saying, as I conclude, be careful, ungabi entrepreneur, but become an entrepreneur. Shout and say entrepreneur. Number 2, be careful about planning. Poor planning will kill your business. Number 3, if you don't have access to finance, it can kill your business if you don't plan correctly and do the things that sofunda ngazo over the next few weeks. Number 4, have proper financial records. Okay, hlukanisa between into ukudla kwasekhaya nokudla imali yasekhaya nemali yebusiness. Number 5, stock and cash flow management. Ngisahamba kahle? Okay. Number 6, financial expertise. Okay, is important that you build that capacity. Doesn't have to be internal immediately. You can get someone, or you can keep records yourself. And then number 7, you've got to be careful not to grow too fast, because that may affect you. And then we went and said, how now do you grow your business? We gave you a few practical examples. We said the first one is to look at market share. Shout and say market share. Improving market share and getting the product right. Number 2 is product development. And then number 3, within product development, there are various areas, and there is a nice mix between market share and product development. It's existing market share or new markets, new products or existing products, etc., etc. And then number 3 is shown organizational systems, and build capacity, staff capacity, and organizational systems. And then number 4, society pricing. I don't like pricing, but you may like pricing. There may be instances where you want to draw customers and say, I want to try out new customers, but I want to force them to come and buy here. Okay? You know, on a sale, or a sale and say, okay, 50% sale, because you create, but you've got to have very strong social media campaign. You're going to tell about there's a sale. So they bezokwazi but lapha kubiza kanje kune sale ngifuna ukuyothenga khona. Niyabona into engishoyo? So by the virtue of them bengena, you are making them comfortable. You may get 1,000 new customers, maybe about 10 basal, but at least you have 10 new customers. And the 1,000 laba bazobe bengenile akubona bonke abazothenga, but mhlambe kuthenge 100 ngenxa ye sale, but kulo 100 more sale no 10. At least you now have 10 new loyal customers abazothenga kuwena for the rest. If that is the intention, it's a different story. But if it's a longer price war is very difficult for big companies. But if it's such a once-off thing, also irregularly so, it's not a problem. God bless you. We love you.